The Republican team ended a 7-year losing streak to the Democrats with this walk-off single in the 2016 congressional baseball game. And our Bruce Johnson is live right now at Nats Park, where Republicans are hoping they're going to build on last year's success. Huh, Bruce?
Yeah, you're talking about the Republican team, Deborah. You know, Steve Scalise, the Republican from Louisiana, he was the heart and soul of this team. He's a pretty good athlete, everybody tells me, a solid second baseman, and ironically, it was at second base that he caught that bullet to the hip from the gunman and had to crawl out to the outfield and try and save himself. Everybody's mentioning Steve today, and that's what they're calling him, and you know they're going to be mentioning him before and during this game, which is going to start in about 15 minutes. As the majority whip, you know, it was Scalise's job, you know, to round up the votes for Republicans, to make sure everybody's in line. He even had MPs to go out there into the crowd, and he was the whip of this Republican team. Here's what some of his colleagues had to say about him today.
If we don't play this baseball game and we go home, then they win.
I think this brings out an enjoyment which you can't necessarily get, and as if you're sitting in the congressional chamber.
I did tell Joe that I love him before the game, and I love him after the game. But during the game, we're going to play to win, and I know Joe's team's going to do the same.
It's a chance to kind of take a break from the polarized atmosphere of legislating and just have a little bit of fun with our colleagues in something that's our national pastime.
You know, everybody's talking about the meaning of this game and how they may raise, you know, more than $1 million for the local charities, and that's all well and good, and how everybody comes together, you know, during this baseball game. But underscoring all of this is the heightened security. You can see it here at Nats Park, a lot of security. Taking a lot of time for the media to even get inside and onto the field. And it's probably unlikely we're ever going to see a couple dozen Congress members get together outside, you know, the Capitol grounds for anything like they did yesterday at that Alexandria ballpark and not see a lot of security. We will recall time and time again, the only reason those officers were, U.S. Capitol officers were there is because the majority whip was there. Point out one more thing. One of the Congress members from Kentucky, Republican, has introduced a bill that would allow anybody who's got a permit to carry a concealed weapon to exert that right in the District of Columbia. Already, that's the case in Virginia. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Bruce.